Hello, Recon87 here, and welcome back to more combat mission Battle for Normandy, who rejoined the 9th Cameronians valiantly defending the Haut de Bosq from the German counterattack. So, from the tail end of the last video, I've made some slight tweaks to these orders. So, as you'll be aware, we're waiting on some mortar rounds coming in from off-map 3-inch mortar barrages. So we have, this is what the original order was. I've issued a slight amendment or adjustment to this order just to bring it in a little bit and to reduce the size of the circle, as we're expecting all the Germans to kind of be around this side of the wood. Similarly for our other mortar barrage, should be coming from this chap here. Again, I've issued an adjustment order just to bring it down slightly, and again to reduce that circle, just to concentrate on where we now know the German forces are. Hopefully that won't create too much more of a delay. All going well, we should see those in about 2 minutes. Other tweak is I've grabbed this mortars detachment, and I'm getting them to go into a Bren carrier to pick up some additional HE rounds that the Bren carrier has. So shout out to Warts and All, who commented on the first video and reminded me that I should check for spare ammunition in the vehicles. And just a general comment, I do appreciate everyone who does leave a comment on the videos. I do tend to be one ahead of what's up on YouTube, so yeah, don't be surprised if your comments don't get addressed in the next video, but the one after. Meanwhile, we have now lost essentially 2 sections in the fighting over here. We've got a couple of remnants. I think we've got one officer who's managed to pull back to the house, and similarly we've got one, that's not him, yep, there he is, the last surviving man of his section, and then we've got a Bren and a one bolt action soldier who's kind of falling back. So this first movement order they have is their kind of automatic panic line, and I've just told them to keep falling back after that, and just to get them out of the way. I don't think they're going to be particularly combat effective. The biggest problem remains these 2 tigers in the centre. Still don't really have a clear answer for it. Our kind of hope at the minute really is that this tiger continues its advance, and our AT asset in this position can get a bit of fire on it, or our anti-tank team in this hedge line gets tank, although I'm not sure how effective their Piat's going to be against the front of a tiger, but we shall find out. However, I think the next thing to do is just to jump on with the action. And that's exactly what we will do. So again, we were looking just to hold these guys in place for the next couple of minutes. Which is ideal. We've got some mortar rounds going in there. And similarly, if we can just keep these guys from pushing in too much for the next couple of minutes, that would be ideal. Well, taking a casualty in the middle. Foxhole didn't do him any good. That means we should at least be starting to return fire. Lost sight of a lot of these Germans. I suspect they will be taking positions in the house. As our first mortar round coming in, that's good to see. Like to see similar over on this side. Now they are moving their half tracks out of the way, which is not ideal because we don't have much in the way of a counter for that in the middle. That was miles off. The AT asset we did have got taken out by a tiger pretty early on. Yeah, and that guy is going to cause me problems, all sorts of problems. The one Piat detachment we had was taken out, unfortunately. We did get one pot shot off at half track, but to no avail. That was okay, so I'm guessing these guys have now taken up positions in the house, which indeed they have. So that's going to obviously be harder for us to get them out of. At least that's not in the objective zone, and we do have advantage of defense. They are making a mad dash across this field, which I suspect is going to end pretty badly for them. We've got a reasonable number of rifles pointed forward there. But this chap is going to cause us problems. Our only saving grace is that for him to get on the gun, he has to pop up above the armour and expose himself. So we might be able to take him out if they try and actually use their weapon. Beyond that, I don't have a ready answer. Our AT assets over here, our Piat teams are not in a good position to try and take a pot shot. We do have one kind of backup Piat team here, which we could try and bring round, but the question is, where would you put them? I suppose we could try and put them in snug in here. a little bit exposed. And what kind of ranges are we talking, especially when we're taking fire from these houses? Your pins, you can't do it for me, but say you might be able to tell what kind of range we're looking at. Ah, I'm in review the action, that's why. Let's jump over to the combat phase. About 90 meters. That's probably within the effective range. Maybe I will bring him over as a potential answer to some of these half-tracks. I had hoped that... let's bring them in the back for now. I had hoped that they would stick around with their inventory and then the mortar barrage might take them out. Obviously that's turned out not to be the case. So I'd like you to grab the mortar rounds that are here. Acquire... Wow, you actually have a 2-inch mortar as well. Didn't realise that. Anyway, just take... yeah, just take all the HE. That's fine. And then we'll move you back over into this field. And hopefully we'll do something useful with you to help on those advancing Germans. Or even maybe you trying to get a half-track, but that's pretty low likelihood of success. Meanwhile, I'm kind of happy we're holding up the team here. Our mortar team's obviously starting to take a little bit of small arms fire, which is not ideal. They have limited to no protection. And they're actually out of HE rounds, so I'm going to get you to run over here and do the same as we've done with the other unit. That's probably about it. The tanks didn't move, but we also didn't take any shots from them. So again, it's really just going to be hold the line and wait for those mortar barrages to come in. Let's keep pressing on, see if we can get through a bit of time this time. Yeah, we're starting to take some shots there. They do have a reasonable enflading position across us, but we are in foxholes, so I was hoping for some defense. I hope that's not our artillery. That's... oh god. He's not brought his gun to bear yet, which is always a good sign. These guys are getting a little bit chewed up though. Oh, and that's a bad sign. If he goes down, that's our fire control for the mortar of the barrage. Ooh, and there's a gun being brought into play. Okay, I'm less happy with that particular minute. So let's check. You are still up as a commander. This is good. You are rattled, but I need you to bring those rounds in. Yeah, these guys are taking a battering, and this is the weak link where obviously the Germans might pop themselves in. Surely we've got people that can see these guys running across open ground. Less than you think, to be honest. Okay. I want to check these guys' lines of sight to see what views they've got into this field. I might have to swing a couple more over just to provide some additional angles. Okay. At least in 4 minutes or so we should get a little more support in terms of the remnants of D platoon. No, company. Company, get my words right. Oh, and these guys are now making a break for it across the field. So we definitely want to hold them in position. Okay, let's go into order phase. Ah, I took a double click. That is unfortunate. I did want to check lines of sight. But I'll have to just kind of eat that for now. Right, I do want to take a closer look, so I want to quite like to see how far these guys get. Yeah, he's a massive problem. We'll have to see if we can get mortars on him. There's not a lot we can do about the Tiger. Looks like they've gone to ground, as expected. Just need those rounds to get in. Oh, he's gone... rattled and pinned, which is not ideal. Need him to be spotting. And the trick is I'll have trouble moving any more guys into support, because we're walking over obviously open lines of fire. Right. Like to see how far we got with these guys. And whether they went down or they just went to ground. Looks like they've just hit the dirt. So they're still there. Yeah, they just covered up. Okay. Similarly, how they're faring on this side. So we're getting to about the middle of the field. Why are you guys not in your foxholes? Come on. It's not very sensible. They're kind of pinned in position. Okay, no, this is not too bad. We just need those blooming mortar rounds to get in. Okay, so we're holding. Definitely holding better here than we are on the right. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, let's jump to command phase, and this time not skip through it. Give command to units. Happily. So, mortars. Question is, do we want you to go for the infantry, or you want to try and take out that half track, which is a bit of a long shot. But we'll go for it. They are susceptible. We might just cause them a bit of damage if we don't fully take them out. The other option we'll have is obviously to get these guys maybe into about here. I'm a little worried about the amount of infantry fire that's going on. But maybe we'll get them into here and just tell them, get in, and initially get your heads down. And then we might be able to take a pot shot if the mortars aren't successful. Meanwhile, you are concerning me. Yeah, you're shaken, you're pinned. I think this mortar barrage is ultimately going to fail, which is less than ideal. How are you guys faring? Yeah, broken. I'm just going to have you to walk back over towards this side, please. Hopefully you can do that without taking any more fire. Meanwhile, I want to check some of these firing lines to see who's being useful and who's not at the minute, and then I'll kind of come back in a minute or two. Okay, so made a few decisions there. I've decided to bring some of the... I'm feeling pretty comfortable on this far left-hand side. So I'm going to I'll leave one section here, but I will take this Bren detachment and I'll bring them over with a view to potentially reinforcing Hansel, because I think if you do make a push, that's ultimately where they're going to go for. And then I've taken this scout team, and it's probably a little bit greedy to be perfectly honest, but I'm going to bring them and see if I can't position them just on the edge here, hopefully to coincide with the mortar barrage, again to kind of pick off some of the guys in the field. We'll see, that might get a little bit hot for them and I'll have to pull them out. Similarly, in the middle, again, I'm feeling pretty secure about this central area. Obviously, Tiger aside, but they're not certainly making a push for it. So I've grabbed this whole section here, and I'm bringing them round to support Gretel. I mean, if need be, when D Company arrive, we can plug this gap with one of their sections. But I would like, I'd like to try and get some more bodies in here, and really prevent the Germans getting a solid foothold. Yeah, and apart from that, I think we'll go. So let's maybe watch the action in two halves. So we'll start with down here, and then we'll go back over to the other side. So we should get, I mean, they're guys running across essentially open ground. Our biggest concern is the half track. See if we mortar rounds will land this turn. Oh, I see the Germans trying to get round to flank us. In fact, they have done. Hopefully the guys in these houses can take care of that. Large explosions make me nervous. Right, you need to get in and get your head down, lads. This is a pretty bad sign. Looks like we've lost this house-to-house engagement. And that's just too late. Just too late. So I didn't mention that I'd brought a brain carryover. The idea to just act as an additional machine gun for anyone coming around the edge, and I did it one turn too late. Oof. So we've got a team of 2. We've got 3 guys. So they come in. Well, actually, hang on. Oh, the Germans go into this house. Interesting, okay. And then we just eat around a shell from somewhere. Not good. Oh, it's the tigers getting involved. Never a good sign. So we've definitely lost this edge of Gretel. Meanwhile, these guys pulling back. Yeah, they've more or less made it okay. But yeah, definitely gonna have a problem. And you're up and standing again. Any chance of that mortar barrage? We'll see. We'll see. Right. Let's have a look, see what happened on the other side. So definitely our right hand flank is the one that's worrying me. Let's see if we fared any better over here. Definitely machine gun fire. I don't even know who they're aiming at though. Oh no. Who are you? You're just a guy hiding in a field. Oh no, we're foxholes here. Okay, so you are eating all the machine gun fire at the moment. Again, we'd love those mortar rounds to be a bit more accurate. Tigers causing havoc. That's better. Probably not quite close enough to call fire for effect, but not far off. I'm waiting to swing about it. They're just pouring MG fire on us. The front troops just about making it over the line. Okay. Ooh, a troublesome turn indeed. Troublesome indeed. Okay, let's go to the command phase. So, first off, mortar. Definitely want you to start expending the ammunition you've just picked up. There's a couple of MG guys in and about there. Would love to get some mortar rounds on them. In here, we are not faring well at all. You are up and running. So what I'm actually going to do is get you to come over to this Bren. Make sure it's one with a machine gun. Yes, it is. And I'm tempted just to set them up, just kind of down in here again, just in case there's any kind of breakthrough into this complex. It's a good position, but it's not. Shouldn't be too exposed to the heavier fire of the tank. Hopefully. Just put your way back and sit yourself there. In fact, just put yourself there. Good. Obviously our mortar's pretty off target, so you didn't have any effect on... Oh, you're pinned already. Not ideal, but I would love you to have a pop shot. See if you can't hit that thing. Meanwhile, our entire right flank has essentially collapsed. I might have to go digging these guys out with when my armoured support arrives. These guys are on their way over, but I don't think they're going to get anywhere. We're not getting much further in this middle section before the Germans essentially overrun this end of Gretel. That's all they really need to do to hold and cause me lots of problems. But I don't have much in the way of flexibility at the moment beyond waiting for that mortar barrage to start and getting these reinforcements in. I think that is us going to be it for the command phase. Alright, let's jump into the action and see how painful this next minute is. If the program wants to play ball. Oh, I just jumped through it. That's hugely frustrating. So it runs normally fine, but it does have some stickiness when I'm recording software at the same time. And we've just lost that minute. Not ideal. On the plus side, don't see any more red icons advancing. A few more in the edge of this field. This guy's still up and standing though. How are you doing? You're okay. I don't think you took a shot. And over here everyone seems to be upright. We're inflicting some casualties on those guys. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? Much better. So that position they've taken up there is really causing me a lot of problems. Oh, this tiger's coming super close. I might have a new job for my Piat team. Although manoeuvring around here is certainly difficult. Oh, come on, mortar, you're doing pretty well, but... Oh man, he's just going to maraud. We're doing alright, but they're not... We need to land one essentially on top to cause the damage we need. Alright, he's definitely going to have to get a new job. Wow. And they've legged it as well. At least... Hey! Right. At least our mortar rounds are coming in. What took out this? Let's find out who it was. Who gets the accolade? Looks like it's going to be the mortar round. No, it's not. It's... Hey! Piat man went for it. Good lad. So we can switch our mortar to in here now. Okay, one small piece of good news against, oh, a lot of bad, to be perfectly honest. But they are so close now. If he can just get anywhere over here without getting mullered, he should have a reasonable shot putting something in the side of the tiger. Right, and our mortars are now coming in, which I'm pretty happy about. That should at least, if not take out, suppress all the guys over here. I'm going to allow us to hopefully clean up this field. At least that's the potential thought anyway. Okay. Oh, hang on. Alright, let's watch what happens on the right hand side. Then we'll go back and deal with what's happening with that tiger. So mortar rounds coming in, this is good. These guys are pretty suppressed, not going anywhere. These boys are doing a good job. Well, he has come really far forward. I guess our AT team can't see him for some reason. Slightly unfortunate. Wonder if it's the barrage of a smaller mortar that gets the hit there. Certainly the heavier ones coming in now. Is that just machine gun fire that's penetrating there? Looks to be. Looks to be. Okay, so they've not been taken out. So that's the other half. So there's 2 half tracks on this side as well. And again, they've just got a machine gun. It's more like a kind of HQ recon version of all those aerials. And then there was one in the middle here. If only we had some kind of anti-tank teams to deal with it. Right, I did want to see what happened to you guys. Oh, you seem to be okay. What made you run away? Not sure actually. Don't know. Something caused them to run away. Okay. Which might actually be useful. Right, let's jump to the command phase now. Oh, oh boy. You are close. What are my chances of getting... I mean, how close are you? Hold down. No, we don't want to do that. I think we're going to try and essentially distract them if we can. Because let's be honest, we're not going to do much else. Yeah, you guys are well and truly suppressed. You... Right, alright, I'm just going to go hunting for breaking this hedge. Okay, so there's a fence just here. So we've got these guys coming in from this side. I've also got this dude legging across to here. I've got what's left of this Bren detachment, which I think is just a rifleman. I'm trying to annoy that tiger. And then I've got my valiant commander, who has bravely volunteered to run a bit of a distraction across here, which will hopefully allow our Piat team to get close without being absolutely mullered by the tiger. So we shall have to see how that pans out. Meanwhile, I've got these guys to decide what to do with them. So I'll just give them some orders. Okay, so I'll get it's just some rifles kind of moving into this position. I think I've got a Bren. Oh, they've just been mullered. And then I've got an officer. Actually, might be foolish to pull them in there now. Actually, might best wait till we've got more reinforcements. So I'm going to change that plan. I'm going to move these guys into here instead. Now that first vehicle's been taken out, so obviously it gives us a bit more room to maneuver, although it looks like they're bringing in the second one. Not ideal, but we should get reinforcements anytime soon, and if we can knock out this middle tiger, our life is going to get a lot easier. So let's maybe, it's really this place we want to start, isn't it? Let's see if we can get this shot off. The continued barrage should help here. Let's see who he spots and what he spots. Go on, Valiant Commander. Honestly, you're not just throwing your life away. At least if he faces this guy. Oh, he spotted him. Come on. Right, they're getting over the fence. And I blew another vehicle's taking up that position. Oh, no, they've taken a casualty. Okay, let's just check, because sod's law, it's going to be... Yeah, the guy who was holding the Piat. But it was admittedly a bit of a risky play. That's why we had the second team coming in. Although you did a poor job at distracting HQ team. Oh, they've actually driven their second vehicle right the way up as well. Right, let's see if he gets a shot off. And if it's effective. Well, no to the first one. Ouch. Yeah, and they've brought this vehicle all the way up here. And now we don't have really any answer to it. Tricky, tricky. Definitely getting tricky. So let's just check you guys can see that massive tank in front of you. Are you kidding me? You're not convinced. Right, how did we fare on this side? Hopefully better. Really like some of these mortar rounds to take out one of these vehicles. Their push certainly seems to have been ground to a halt. Again, if they roll that tiger forward, I don't really have an answer for it at the minute. No, they're going to try coming down the road instead. So they're pushing right up with this vehicle. Okay. How can you not see anything? You are like the most useless anti-tank gun. I mean, yeah, I know I told you to position yourself there, but still, come on. Is this tiny little hedge really blocking your line of sight so badly? I'm irked. Hey! Reinforcements. That is handy. It's really handy, actually. Where are you guys? Oh, you're all over here. But you bring with goodies. Okay. I think it's going to be... Oh, it's a long way to get you anywhere. Alright, I'm going to dish out their orders. And we'll come back. Alright, I'll do some fine-tuning later, but essentially I've taken one section and the HQ team up to support Hansel. The AT team's going to come into the middle, again probably to support against these two tigers, and then I've got the remaining two platoons and the mortar section coming over to the middle with a view to help supporting Gretel. It'll take them a couple of turns to go over there. I was tempted to try and bring the AT support into kind of this position to take care of that. I think by the time he gets over here, that may have pushed into the courtyard, so we may get another pop at it. Although I'm still hopeful that my AT will finally get a spot and actually take a pop at something. Meanwhile, wonder. You guys are going to have to really use your luck here, because I need you to hit some of the guys with their head exposed, which admittedly is a bit of a tall order, but it's what needs to happen. And I really need this chap to see, spot, and take out. Oh, this tiger. You most definitely can see. Don't tell me you cannot see that. Alright. Don't care what the slope is, you can see that tiger. Okay, we are running a bit long in the tooth here with time, but I do really want to see if we can get a pop in. And find out if the Pia is man enough at such short range to actually do any damage to the tiger, because that's something I've not tested a lot, or at all. Okay, let's run the next minute, and then we will probably call the video to close after that. Yeah, they're really pushing up, but we'll concentrate here first. Just need P8 man to get a spot and get the shot. This is agonizing, the fact that he's not doing anything. What? No, why are you shaking? Oh, hello! Sorry, I got a bit excited there. From dismay to joy in such a short moment. Ah, that is one of the things I love about this game. So much tension. Okay. Ah, beautiful. Upper right hull penetration. So there's the answer. P8 can most certainly punch a hole in the side of the tiger at this range. Well done. Let's have another look at that. I guess that's why they got shaken, just because they were so close to the armor. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm feeling happier about life now. Ooh, could do some damage if it hits. Right. Meanwhile, right, let's see what happened with these half tracks. Well, he's obviously still there and standing. Can you see him yet? You're not sure. Oh, come on, lads. You can definitely see that half track. Meanwhile, this is going pretty well. We've kind of gotten, yeah, lots and lots of dead bodies. Some suppressed guys, some running away. We're obviously still peltering their mates in the cover. Okay, pretty happy about this side. As long as Mr. AT gets his act together and takes a pot shot at that. I'm ecstatic we knocked out Tiger. That's a huge win, huge win. Right, meanwhile, what happened to the mad dash of their vehicle over here? And did we manage to do anything about it? I'm gonna hazard a guess at no, but you never know. Oh, they're not even shooting at the guys I told you to shoot at. Okay. You maybe can't see it anymore. Where's he going? So he's just in here somewhere. Alright. Oh, our guys... yeah, our guys have surrendered. Fair enough, really. They're kind of surrounded. Things are not going well for them at the moment. There he is. And there he stays. Okay. But with... oh, hello. Oh, you've come out of the woods and come all the way around here. Well, I have a job for you. But we are running dangerously over, so I will set up those waters off camera and we'll see what happens in the next one. But thanks very much for watching. If you are enjoying it, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you see more of this stuff in future. Yeah, I will catch you in the next one.